Alrighty, our seed now is rock. Wow, that's a fancy color there. By the way, it is I put it Ragnarok. Wow, that's a nice color. I put Ragnarok as a single word in the seed in case you would like to play this. This is Secret of Mana Ancient Cave. So for anyone who does not know this, this is Secret of Mana, which is an action RPG from 1994, 93, something like that. And essentially what this is a hack of this Super Nintendo game. Oh, hang on. Need to actually unbind the keybind that I used for... No, I just don't press the L button, that's okay. This is a hack which basically is inspired by its Lufia 2 Ancient Cave, which generates random floors. This level, this game now has 24 floors with random enemy types, well, mostly random enemy types, random weapons, and we get random things each floor. So also we can change music if you want to. And we can use the stuck thing to get back to the entrance if we need to. So let's see, Tillian Claw. Chance to confuse adds Constitution. Then Beware of Tetanus with the Rusty Sword. Perfect hit rate adds Strength. Strength is nice. Heavy Spear. Chance to confuse, Agility. Ogre Killer adds Strength, Dragon Damage. Blind Tongue. Intelligence and Wisdom and Chance to Engulf. That is really good. Chance to Engulf. Chance to Slow with the Bow. Intelligence and Wisdom adds Strength. The Crescent Boomerang and Intelligence and Wisdom. Alrighty. Lady gets the bow. I'm just going to keep the boomerang, I think, on the sprite. Yeah, I'm just going to keep that. And the boy, I'm going to give the axe. It has added strength. So, this is the highest difficulty setting. The most amount of floors. And I just got one shot because of it. So yeah. Have I ever played Secret of Mana? Yes, I like that game. It's a dungeon randomized pretty much. It's kind of like a roguelite type of game now. Yes, as I said, the highest difficulty, I get one shot. So what I need to do now is I need to find some caves. So on each floor there are 4 useful NPCs in randomly distributed caves, which, well, I don't know where the caves exactly are, but I have a general idea where they can be located. So we get a few levels and chocolate. I do not actually want to fight with those goblins. The goblins are scary, especially with their boomerangs. See, that's exactly what I mean. I need to use a chocolate on the lady, otherwise she's dead right here. Since the goblin actually hit her while she was on the ground, and well, enemies can hit your characters while they are on the ground, cannot do anything, which is pretty brutal. But hey, that's how this game works. So yeah, I just got one shot. Oh, I almost missed that cave over there. Okay, this is a useless cave. There's Rudolph and 2 times the weird kid. I just used to mashing L all the time, by the way, which is currently my load save state button because I was practicing to hover in Zelda, and I don't want to always use the thing. Hey, there's Nico. Nico can only walk up and down, by the way, because he does not have sideways sprites. So I need to buy a couple of wishes, and he also sells chocolate. Another couple of wishes and another chocolate, and he sells barrels. Barrels are the most broken game in the game. The most broken game in the game. No, the most broken item in the game, that way around. Alrighty, this is Nico the vendor. Vendor is useful because we can buy items that, well, have certain specific uses. Why is there a goblin down here? That's kind of unusual. Alrighty, what else do we have here? Oh, we have Lumina. Here, have some magic. So, this is one of the 8 possible sprites. This is Light. Gives us Lucid Barrier, which is a physical damage barrier, and Shield that helps us get through various areas without getting one-shot. At least that's the idea. Let's see what else we have here. There's 2 more useful NPCs, and none of them is here. One is Watts, which upgrades your weapon, and this is Fanna. She heals you for 600 gold. As in fully heal. So if someone is dead and we have 600 gold, by killing enemies by the way, we can revive them. So we're just kind of looking for Watts at this point. I need to make sure to try and hit this guy with the lady, so we can engulf him in flames. Or try to anyways. When enemies are getting engulfed in flames, you can stack damage on them. And it's pretty awesome actually, since they die reasonably quickly thanks to this. And if I just control the lady, she doesn't deal a whole lot of damage, but the engulf effect is useful. The dangerous portion is that the boy, being AI controlled, has an axe weapon. The axe weapon is a strong weapon. Oh, web orb. Nice. The axe is a strong weapon. Hi. This is what? We can upgrade weapons here. We just got a whip orb. We have a Gigas flail now. Either way, let's see. Add strength, chance is low. Okay, no more engulf, but that's okay, because now she does a lot more damage. But AI control characters are terrible. Oh, I think the boy is dead because he got hit there by a harpoon. AI control characters are terrible at knowing when to attack and when not to attack. Okay, the boy's still alive. He's okay. For now. Alrighty, that was a bit sketchy, but we're still alive, we're still trucking. So, what I want to do is farm about 450 gold so I can buy a barrel. Then we go to the next floor. In between each floor I set the setting that there's going to be a boss after every single floor. And bosses can be more or less easy to deal with. Sometimes they are just kind of almost impossible to deal with, so let's see how this is going to go. So, let me cast Lucid Barrier. After 3 spell casts, in this game's hack, you level up your spell school, and the difference between level 1 and level 0 and level 1 spells is huge. Because it's a flat amount of damage increase that is steady between each level, so it's still a pretty big jump from 1 to 2, or 2 to 3, but the biggest jump is from 0 to 1, so you do want to initially increase your level of spells. And also grab some chests. Headgear. Headgear is an armor item from the boy. So maybe he won't die as quick this time around, especially because he's melee. Greetings, Red Rovers, how are you doing? How's it going? So I push the enemies together, so when my allies try to attack, they will hopefully just hit both of them at the same time, if they hit. A lot of enemies you cannot stack damage on if they are already hurt, but of a lot of enemies you can indeed stack damage on. Javelin orb. Most of the enemies in here you cannot stack damage on, the exception are the green slimes, or when you badly wound the goblins or the fish guys, the green guys. Since badly wounding enemies means you need to deal 25% of their max health or more in damage. Was Nico in here or later? I think it was later. You got all your work for the semester done. Hey, that's nice. Glad to hear you're doing alright. So trying to push the enemies together. The dangerous portion is if they get to act, then we would likely get combo to death for at least one person who is too close for that matter. There's so many enemies joining us here. But we need to level up, we need to get a sufficient amount of money to be able to do anything really. And the boy keeps getting hit, because no one dares to interrupt the guy before they charge up their attacks. At the bottom you can see my HP bars. It's actually not a bar, it's just HP numbers. 107 out of 107 HP, etc. On the bottom right, for example. And then the bar in the bottom is whenever I attack or run. Like, watch the middle bar. A percentage meter counts up. Once that reaches 100%, I can attack with full power again. I can technically attack again and again and again. But the difference between, let's say, 95% charged up and 100% charged up is like, you do 3 times as much damage. So you want to wait until it's fully charged. And that's also what the AI control characters do. They always wait. And greetings, MacGuck. Going quite fine here. How are you doing? Hi. Alrighty, we have a bit of money here now. Also, I'm sorry, I just keep spamming L all the time when I talk to people to speed up dialogue. So we get a bit of basic equipment here. I did not need to buy a hairband now that I think about it. Basic armor for everybody. And then most importantly, I buy 2 barrels. I guess a few more chocolate were on the way, because those are 250 HP healing items. And another cup of wishes. So don't forget to equip items. So, Secret of Mana is a bit weird. In fact, it has quite a few bugs. One of them is if you don't have anything equipped in a specific armor slot, the difference between having anything equipped and having nothing equipped is huge. Like, the boy has now one thing equipped in each of the slots. All 3 slots are covered. So he has full evasion. The sprite and the girl do not have full evasion at this point. So they are actually kind of lacking in that department and will get hit a lot more frequently and for more damage. So in a sense you could almost say they are lacking defense, a lot more defense than the numbers suggest. Just because the evasion is essentially bugged and doesn't work properly when you don't have one of those armor pieces equipped. Also, normally in Secret of Mana you do not actually regenerate magic. Royal Jam, that's a healing item. You do not normally regenerate magic whenever you level up, but in this ROM hack you do, which is convenient, otherwise that would be, well, pretty awkward to try and level up. Or use magic in the first place. So, we need to go back onto the plateau. I believe we've already found the exit. I walked past it. A cave entrance. And those boomerangs are really dangerous, because they can just hit you from so far away. Alright, let's see. Boss time. And we have a Jabberwock here. Alright, what I'm doing here is I lead the sprite up, use a barrel, and then I'll let my control characters attack the boss. So the thing is, they can stack damage on the boss, and their damage, their weapons are pretty good. The thing is, the two heads normally are pretty destructive when they hit you, but they try to attack the barrel and thus don't actually hit us, which is really, really convenient. Okay, the lady has no more MP, unfortunately, so she cannot actually use her spell to deflect physical damage. Either way, the heads normally deal a lot of damage, but barrels actually completely make you immune against any physical attacks. His poison gas and his head attack is physical. Only the spells that you yourself could cast at any point during the game are actually considered spells and do go through barrels. So we win. Barrels are way too strong in this game. So, give me a second. Give me a second. I need to actually... do this. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Barrel hacks. It's not much as much hacks as much as it is. You just need to know your weapons essentially. Also, those fish, if they get badly wounded, you cannot stack damage on them. Like this is the form where you cannot stack damage on them, but you can stack damage on them if they are lightly wounded. And you only usually lightly wound them since they have so much HP. Badly wounded is just more than 25% of their HP in one shot. At least I think that's how it is. Maybe it's 20%. Barrel, 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 barrel. And greetings, IR8. You missed the run? Well, we didn't actually finish it in the end. Lord of the Seas turned out to be way too strong. And outside of the sorceress with the shiver armor, whatever it is against ranged attacks, we have no idea how to deal with Lord of the Seas. So we just kind of died there. Rabbit Cap. Rabbit Cap is really nice because that is an headgear for the sprite. Decent defense, but more importantly it's something he can equip up there. So it covers more armor slots. Also, let's actually change the music. Oh, I like this one. That's a good one. Too bad Aegis isn't here. I wonder where Aegis is. Power Wrist. Power Wrist, that's also quite nice. So normally I would equip the Power Wrist on the boy, but the sprite still needs something here. The Power Wrist gives you +5 strength, so essentially it just deals 5 more damage per attack, which scales. So it's really good, but the sprite needs equipment item really, so I'll give it to him. Also, I just realized, I think the lady leveled up, so she should have MP again to use. So we can use... not that. Oh, you tricked me. I like that music. Basically what just happened there is you can see the boys menu is blue, or the little box where the item is in. The ladies menu is pink, that is her standard color. And the sprites menu is also almost pink right now because of the randomized color palette. So that tricked me right there. So we found the exit already. I'm looking for houses. At least for looking whether we already have the mana spirit from around here. The maps do wrap around, which means if I walk far enough to the left, eventually I will wrap around and get back to where we found the exit. Also, you do not want to mess with turtles. Turtles are way too strong. So this is the exit again. I believe I've been in here already. Yes. Use those houses so far. We did get a weapon orb, so we could also upgrade one of our weapons again, plus another javelin orb. We always get one weapon orb after the boss kill. Is this the same one? I think this might be a different one. Oh, this is fun now, we've been here. So, alrighty, let me go back to the exit. Find it, that is. I did kind of stray a little bit to the side from walking straight down, so I might not find it immediately. Oh well, I guess I completely lost it. Let's just hope I find... what's for example? Which one's ready? Alrighty, we have a bow orb and also a javelin orb. Let's see what those upgraded weapons do for us. So the bow gives us chance to engulf, that's really good. Flare spread. Somehow you won that awful race in Alvanista. It's really not that bad, come on. And... Mucklier. That's agility. Alrighty, I'm actually going to give the sprite the bow in this case, so he can engulf enemies in flames. The map is a torus. A donut? I think a donut is the correct thing. Although a torus might be a donut, or the donut might be torus shaped, and I didn't know what a torus is, which is actually kind of likely, because I don't know what a torus is. Ooh, it's engulfed in flames. Let's just take it out in this case. Also, apparently it is floating right now, so I cannot shove it around. Foot chest. Chain vest. A torus is basically a donut shape. I see. Fair. Oh, Sylph. Sylph is wind element, so now we can use wind spells. We can analyze enemies and also, well, just straight up hit them with spells. Which should be reasonably efficient. So what I'm going to be doing here is I throw 3 wind spells at this guy. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but more importantly, it levels out the sprite's wind magic school to level 1. Which is the highest level that we can get right now. Every 4 level you can level up your spells 1 level higher. Thank you for the whole, Super Nasty. I appreciate that. Nice, and goes in flames. So the idea is now that I find the exit again, somehow. Nice, good job, sprite. Level 12 and level 12, good. That means the sprite now has... spiky suit. Okay, we can equip that. That's better armor than what we have so far. The sprite now has his magic refilled thanks to leveling up. So we can move on. What is in here? Nico. We have not been on Nico yet. So he still has the same inventory as the last room, or last floor. So we stock up on those things, since the further we go, the easier it is to straight up die to enemies. They just combo us to death. Then we want barrels. Because we never know what we can buy on the next floor. Barrels are just so good. Well, technically speaking, we can know what we can buy on the next floor because the inventory of Nico only changes every other floor. Oh, there we go. That's the exit. Let's go. And we have a Fire Gigas. We don't have effective elements against him. And we don't even have any particularly good defense. I'm just going to throw this at him. Throw another Fire Blast. Air Blast, excuse me. So, what else do we have? Analyze at him, I guess. The reason why I use Analyze... Oh, he does basically no damage. Wow, he does no damage. That is actually surprising. Normally his spells are pretty brutal and devastating. But I guess his scaling is like that. So the boy will get engulfed in flames. Or he would get engulfed in flames. I guess he avoided it. No donuts are your favorite food. It's a donut infinite. It really depends on your definition of infinity, I guess. It kind of might be in a sense. If you try and draw a line of icing on a donut, you would always run into yourself if you are going in a straight line horizontally or vertically. Right. That makes sense. So as I said, wind is not particularly effective against this guy, it's just neutral effective, but it is still decent damage to throw some wind spells at him. The thing is, he just disappears after a short while, before the spell connects necessarily, so that makes it a bit more difficult to hit anything. We don't have anything to remove the engulfed in flame status. Normally you would actually opt to use a medical herb to here. We don't have anything more. Wait, this only costs 1 now? Wow. To be fair, silence is not otherwise useful. So actually a level 2 whip might be stronger than the boy's axe attack. I'm not sure about that. But considering the boy is in the front, I can easily charge up the latest whip. Okay, I need to heal us right now. How much more HP do you have, buddy? This takes ages. On the bright side, we are not instantly dead, since he doesn't deal too much damage either. I guess we might deal about as much damage as he does, relatively speaking. Analyzer. Analyzer missed, so I don't even get any information. You get HP and MP. What he is weak against. Also his status. He's disappearing. I know he's disappearing because his actions are kind of telegraphed a little. The donut is traveling east at 20 km an hour, and the Danish is heading west at 24 km an hour. How long until they reach my belly? I don't know whether you can calculate that. One drop. Greetings to you, Gentatsu. Hope you're doing well. 104 experience. 800. Wait, did I miss the HP value? How much HP does he have? I think I missed the HP value there. $180-ish. Alright, so he should be dead very soon. Life's good, nice. Glad to hear that. And thank you. Bam! Boss number 2 down. That took a while. We didn't have any efficient weapon against him. And thank you for the host. Really appreciate that. Way to go. Got a Javelin's Orb. Is that Pandora theme? I almost said Prontera. I almost said Prontera. Okay, this thing is now level 3, which is our highest weapon now. Unfortunately, it's not usually all that of a great one since it only hits one target. So light you can throw that stuff. Light Trident. Nice. Adds intelligence and wisdom. Which, by the way, I should have used intelligence and wisdom based weapon for the sprite so he would deal more damage with spells anyways. Too bad I forgot. How do you change your colors? Greetings to you, Nemesis for Snare. This is a ROM hack for Ancient Cave, which basically makes the game into a roguelite game. So it is very different from the base game that you may know. So the colors are randomized. Everything is randomized pretty much. So yeah. Am I using a mod? This is a ROM hack, so it's basically like a mod, yes. Thank you, Quadlight. If you'd like to know more about it, follow the link that Quadlight just called there with the Secret Mana Ancient Cave. Your Pantera theme is new level. I feel like I missed a reference there. Oh, Pantera is a band, so I guess that's a song of them. Feed the rabbit. Okay, we could load up. I don't think we need to. Hi, that's exactly who I'm looking for. We get a hairband for the lady, which is really good, and actually an elbow pad. That's right. Then we also get fairy walnuts, only one unfortunately. Those, and the rest we invest into medical herbs. All those items are useful. The Royal Charm is useful because you can heal a character who already reached 0 HP. You cannot do this with a chocolate or a candy. Fairy Walnut is to replenish magic. Medical Herb is to replenish any or restore any ill status effect that you may have. Alrighty, headgear for the lady. And I'm going to give this over to the boy, so he has now a stronger attack. Because the power wrist is useful. Accidentally referencing the band. I'm sorry. I'm not good at referencing stuff. Nice. So, enemies here are kind of sort of scary. Those wolves can be scary if they decide to attack me instead of healing themselves, first thing they can do. But... well, they love casting spells for some reason. It's really weird. And most of the time you can kill them, even in the regular game, before they get to do anything, as long as it just hits stuff. How? That was rude. So he just summoned a zombie while he was engulfed in flames. Now that's some form of impressive. So those books are basically flying type enemies, and flying type enemies you cannot hit while they are standing up. Unfortunately, AI never realizes that and they just keep trying to attack uselessly. But we didn't level up yet, so yeah, that's less than ideal. We still want to level up to replenish our magic. Good luck with that, Nemesis. It's still in beta, so it is very much subject to change. If you have any improvement suggestions or things you would like to see, feel free to write that over to Muppleton. He is a good guy and probably would take your suggestions into consideration. Reach the next level. So those ghosts you cannot hit with physical weapons, so we just ignore them. There's no reason for me to fight enemies that I can't hit with physicals. And what do we have here? Oh, Jabberwock number 2. This is the bad one. This is Hydra. So the issue with Hydra here is that he works the exact same, except his spells are significantly more devastating. And on very hard notes, the boss's agility is cranked up, which means he acts a lot faster than he would normally do in regular play. And that means he gets a lot more chances to cast his spells. So you can imagine, like 5 out of 10 times he doesn't do anything with an action that he can take. 1 out of 10 times he casts this thing, 1 out of 10 times he casts a spell, etc. So the thing is, if he just spams those attacks, most of those attacks are physical attacks, which isn't much of a problem if you have a barrel, so you kind of survive it. But he also has spells that deal quite a bit of damage on higher levels, or lower floors for that matter, depending on how I want to put that. And that's where he starts being crazy powerful with pretty much everything, and there's no good way to defend against him. The best way to do that fight is to just spam spells, but we wouldn't have any spells to spam right now, so that would be an issue. Alrighty. Pandora, Prontera, Pantera, all the same. Pretty much. Oh, I spammed the L button again. Sorry. Now the Javelin Orb. Wow. Oh, and we get good music. Get good music, although to be fair, this is one of my less favorite layouts. Since I don't like whacking through those green tiles all the time. And then I also need the whip to progress further in various areas, which exactly doesn't really help either. Plus the enemies outside of those knights here are kind of rough to deal with. Well, I guess those guys are not too bad either. But the books and the ninjas and all those kinds of guys, they can do a number on you. So I shoved the enemies up here a little bit up, so the lady would get a good shot at them, hitting both of them at the same time essentially. I'm just going to ignore this guy. Swords are not fun to deal with. Hey, Nico. How are you doing? You already have a headband? Power wrists. Power wrists for everybody. That's one of those items that is worthwhile to buy. The game being harder would be great. You can set every boss has a floor. Every floor has a boss, and setting is also very hard. So this is just the beginning. Pin-up books. Oh, I have not beaten very hard either yet, by the way. Don't worry. Captain Hux. I wonder how much damage Explode is going to deal. Okay, that's not too bad. But if you get combo there afterwards, that ends up being a problem. So, I want to have Lucid Barrier again. Now we can, by the way, level up our spells to level 2. Because we are at floor number 4. Every 4 floors you can level it up 1 higher. Wait, what? Oh! Oh boy. I see. Fair. So I'm just dragging this guy over to the exit because I want to enter this door as soon as we defeat him. And I do want to kill him afterwards again, and since those usually are backwards doors, the enemy is going to spawn in the exact same place we just defeated him in. Except this guy here decides to just straight up appear right here instead. So this is where it gets dangerous. Alright, we don't have to be over here at all. This is a dead end. So those tsunami enemies and the master ninjas are dangerous. You do not want to mess with them too much if you can avoid it. Those night guys are generally not dangerous as long as you can attract their attention with your human player and distract them away from your AI control characters. 2 fairy walnuts now, that's good. Okay, we found the exit. Unfortunately, we did not find... There we go, and go him in flames, or not. I knew he would attack the boy. Based on my distance, he would use a melee or ranged attack. Ranged attack is actually not projectile based, it's literally a weapon, like a whip. Programming wise anyways. Let's see, what do we have here? Another Gigas. And against this one we don't have any spells. Like, Sylph is not useful. Because he is literally... Actually, Sylph might be useful. So he takes half damage from wind. I'm going to level up Sylph to level 2. Let's see. So half damage from wind might actually still be a worthwhile damage number, interestingly enough. So this is the Thunder Gigas. His signature ability is wind type element. And this thing. Blitz Breath. Blitz Breath is one of the most powerful physical attacks. 43 damage, actually not too bad. Good evening, Metal Bear, how are you doing? But this could take a while. So if you use the silence, we are completely fine with that, because it literally just inverts your controls, and that does not really matter for AI control characters. It also doesn't matter for me, because I can handle inverted controls. New Game Plus would also be great as harder mode, like Dark Souls. Hey, I like that. If he keeps casting silence, that is an easy way to handle him. You're fine? Glad to hear that. Thank you for the good luck. Thunder Saber. That's actually interesting. He only gave Thunder Saber to the sprite. What is this? That's actually an interesting one. Thunder Saber actually increases our damage based on how elemental sabers work, or don't work in this game. I would like to have a Thunder Saber, because elemental sabers, Thunder Saber for this, in this case, actually do not apply the element. So this is not wind element, so he takes full damage from those saber attacks, which is silly, but that's just kind of how it works. I did not realize the boy was at such low HP. So I can kind of take advantage of that, because sabers, what they also do is they slightly increase your damage by a certain amount based on the base damage. Just a little bit, but hey, it's a little bit that is really nice. Hey Dawn, how are you doing? Good morning, good afternoon to you. Or good evening. Lufia Twin? Yes, pretty much. And greetings, Dr. Lee. This is a hack akin to this. So what I'm doing here is actually a bit of a weird one. I cast a spell on the Thunder Gigas with the sprite, with the intention of deflecting his attack. While you're casting a spell, you're completely invulnerable to any attack from the boss, or for any for that matter. And I knew he would be targeting the sprite, since he always targets the closest character with his spells and attacks. So here I actually do want to renew my Lucid Barrier. Also, Blitz Breath is physical, so Lucid Barrier will deflect it at least twice, I believe. Did you see Mystic Quest mostly blind race? Yes. Light Raider Night will be Mystic Quest mostly blind race. It's Light Friday night for European viewers, it's actually just in the evening for our American friends. Okay. Oh, the sprite is dead. And he gets a Thunderbolt, and I give him a Royal Champ. So the sprite has 0 HP, or had. Only Royal Champ and the healing spell from Undine would actually heal the sprite from 0 HP back up. There we go. Alrighty, Thunder Gigas done. Wasn't too bad. Who is racing? Puexel, Takasa TV, Kishura, and me. It's mostly blind because all of us kind of know a little bit about the Mystic Quest thing. I don't intend to look up stuff though. We get a Sword Orb, that's neat. I feel like I would like to have a better weapon at some point to use, that would be lovely. As usual, we don't care about those ghosts. And there was an imp in the wall. I don't even know what he is doing there. That's weird. No, not you. You're good, glad to hear that. So let's see, what else do we get? More of those. Wait, I did never even equip the... I didn't equip the last power wrist. Whoopsie. That's kind of silly. The sprite was dealing less damage than he could. And wow, this is a weird layout. Okay, I wanted to go into the door to prevent me taking damage from those enemies, and wow, holy smokes, they just decided to completely destroy us. Oh. Got to heal everybody, I guess. Okay, we are back over here. That's kind of weird. This is such a strange layout. It doesn't make much sense, because this is now higher up than the ground floor, but we still went down through the bottom. Oh boy. Those are pretty strong enemies. And they don't even give us many chests. The chest drop rate has been increased from the original, which is 1 in 16, to 1 in 4. And the chest contents are mostly random. 1 in 4 times it is actually a weapon upgrade, an orb. Which one? I don't know. It's random. So, still looking for useful NPCs in those areas here. The place where I just ran into the wall, there was a possible spawn for a door, but there was no door. Hey, Vanna. Sure. We get healed here. 600 gold is kind of expensive for a heal right now, but... oh well, I take it. Is there a door down here? There is a door down here. Still looking for the elemental. Like the summon spirit. That could be something useful. Or we could already have it, so we would find an empty room. Hi. Shade. Here, have some magic. So, we now have Shade as an element, which is okay, I guess. We're also looking still for Watts, who would upgrade our weapons. I would like to upgrade my weapon because I'm likely having to deal physical damage to the next boss again. Which is kind of awkward if your weapons are pretty weak still. Greetings, Hammerite, how are you doing? Good evening to you. Oh, chairs. You don't want to mess with chairs too much. They are scary. Especially if they are let loose. So here's a weird thing. The sprite just got engulfed in flames despite not taking any damage. So whenever enemies use a status effect move, like the little angel thing was just kind of breathing on us, that is a status effect type move. And if they do that, it actually, and we have Lucid Barrier, it actually bypasses the check as to whether the status effect should be applied or you dodge it. And it instantly applies it anyways, because, well, that's how it works, I guess. Also, by the way, I just deflected the Lucid Beam by using a Lucid Barrier. Essentially, you can cancel any enemy's damage by just timing your items or spells afterwards. Or walking into doors, and then your screen gets messed up because you're a mana. Hervey, or Hervey. Thank you for the host, I appreciate that. Welcome everybody. Hope you're doing fine today. I would like to ask you to mind your language around here, Hammerite. You're doing fine, I'm glad to hear that. It's just a purge, don't worry. Alright, let's upgrade the sword. And the pole dart. Pole dart is actually normally the weakest spear, but well, it's an upgrade one now. So we have the grass sword, may or may not be cursed. Increases crit chance and agility. Perfect hit rate adds constitution. I might just equip that because it has higher damage than the basic thing that we currently have. Everybody is sleeping. It might be. This is usually where people come to lurk, and it's a lot of lurkers. I like lurkers. Nothing wrong with that. Greetings, Spaced Butter Golem. That's an interesting name. Hope you're doing well. Good evening. Let's see. Oh, I see. So this is Mech Rider number 2. I need to see. Oh wow, Dark Force is 3 MP now? Rude. The original game is 2. So what I'm doing now is I just spam Dark Force on him. And then at the end I give the sprite a barrel. Trying to keep the other guys away. Also what I want to do is I want to give the boy now a ranged weapon so he will not go into melee combat with this guy. Since this is going to be my best bet at defeating him. As usual, I'm just going to use a barrel. So what I'm doing here is I'm actually tricking the boss into attacking the barrel of the sprite. Also, I'm sorry if the flickering of the screen hurts your eyes. There's nothing I can do about it, unfortunately. That's how the game works. So I need to really get over here. Ah boy, no. Boy is dead. Long live the boy. Lady is technically dead, but I can revive her. So he's supposed to focus on the sprite instead of attacking the lady dash. Unfortunately, lady is not terribly clever. So the reason why I, by the way, don't attack manually is because if I attack manually, the barrel disappears, and the barrel is what protects me from his attacks. I think I need to get him into a different corner over here. Oh, lady's dead. Oh, that's the wrong okay, that's too late now. That's the wrong thing there. Come over here, buddy. Actually, let's see whether I can get him up here. Wait. I'm doing this wrong. What I can do is just kind of leave him at the bottom. So the idea is that the boss here, for some reason, he cannot get at the to the very bottom of the arena, and I can take advantage of that by just kind of leaving here at the bottom. My out control characters hopefully don't get hit by his physical attacks, and that's why I'm using a barrel here to deflect the missiles. Missiles are physical. Those hurt. Each one of those does like 100 damage. So getting hit by them is not an option. Are glitches allowed? Sure, why not? I mean, you can even decide while generating the ROM as to whether you want to allow overcharge glitch or not. I just personally play glitchless because I feel like that is fine. Glitchless are fine. Glitches are fine. No, nothing wrong with those. Okay. Wave cannon. Oh wow, and the lady? Really? Wow. He's not playing nice today. Why is he focusing so much on the lady there? Alright, he's dead. Does the mod work with 2 or more players? Yes, it works. I think there might be some issues, but we'll see. And yes, this is a randomly generated Zero Mana thingy. Follow the link for more information. Alrighty, we survived until here. We did get a weapon upgrade, or weapon orb, which I missed which one it was. Let's see. Claw. Claw's not usually that great, but if it gives us something to petrify enemies. Chance to confuse. Nope. Petrification would be really nice. So I'm back to the axe here. When you say the battle song is a bit annoying, it is very tense and extreme. That's just the standard Secret of Mana battle song. But I can actually change it, so I can do that next time. Basically, I don't even hear it anymore in a sense, because I'm so used to it. It's a bit weird, I guess. Uh-oh, sprite down. Royal Charm. We just found a Royal Charm, but we also just used it, basically. Going to use Balloon here. Balloon is essentially a stun. Enemies are stunned for like 8 seconds, they can't do anything during it. It's really handy to hit them during this. Got a sword orb. Nice. Going to upgrade the sword right away. Since we already know where Watts is. For intense battle music? Nice. Have you tried using the Legend of Mana battle music, Dr. Lee? That would be a good one too. Let's see, what do we have with the sword now? Sting. Every move you make, I'll be watching you. Increase crit, adds constitution. Alright. Bats. I don't think bats were here before. I don't remember any anyways. Maybe I'm just bad at this remembering thing. Good night. Oh, just 1 in 4 chance to have an orb in it. Can have also candy. Candy is a healing item, heals your HP by 100. Pretty good. 100 is usually a lot more than 100 if you use it not just for healing, like I'm doing right now, because I noticed that the lady has low HP, but if you use it to deflect spells, for example. If an enemy casts a spell on you and then use a healing item on them, in that order, you completely cancel out their... You completely cancel out their... damage from the spell that they would deal. And that's why Balloon is great. Ow. Chocolate. Well, that was not worth opening that chest. The lady is dead. Long live the lady. And that's what can happen really fast in this ancient cave hack. You die. Greetings, never burn money. Long time no see indeed. Welcome back. How are you doing? I did not even need to... whatever. Doing quite fine over here, thank you. You'll check it out. Basically there are at least 2 really good Legend of Mana songs that just kind of make battles rather intense and epic. It's pretty awesome, can highly recommend those. So here's an interesting thing, there are caves over there, but I can't reach them. There's literally no way down to them. So that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate, in fact. Because I might be missing out on various things, potentially. So the mod or the ROM hack generating thing is not perfect yet. In fact, it has still a bit of improvement potential, but overall it's getting better and better every iteration, which is awesome. Headgear. Pacifist stuff? Oh yeah. I was doing that earlier. Or trying. And then eventually realizing, well, it's likely not possible. Actually, no. It's probably possible. If I just level up high enough and farm rejuve potions, and then we get level whatever procs, or higher level Nova procs on every gear. It's probably possible to survive that, but Sorceress is probably a little bit more reasonable, despite needing the attrition, but... Or maybe we just farm skulls instead. Do it like that. Never burn money. No! Hi, Nico. So we're not missing out on Nico. And we get Cups of Wishes again. That's good. And we stock up, finally, all the way on the Fairy Walnut, which is also really nice. So we can spam more spells if we want to. If only we had more spell schools. Which, that might be one of those caves that I just straight up cannot reach. Which is very likely, in fact. Boom. Alrighty. Checking whether it drops a chest or not. Which is why I stopped briefly. I don't have enough MP to cast another Lucid Barrier, so we are kind of vulnerable to getting killed. At least the boy is. Nice, engulfed in flames, which means that guy is a lot more tame now. We get an axe orb, that's nice, because we've been using the axe since a long time now. Okay, the boy is dead, we need to revive the boy. Long live the boy! And we just leveled up to 16. Who leveled up to 16? Multiple people? I don't know. We should have... well, alrighty, we do have mana again, so the lady leveled up to 16. And we can use the barrier. Alrighty, no chest, let's go. Any sort of save function implemented yet? Yes, you can continue. You can also use save states if you want to save. But you can't do, you do have continues if you want to. But other than that, you need to use save states to save. Okay, wow. Oh wow, the lady is dead. The boy is almost dead. And we will just equip the weapon that increases our intelligence. Whichever one that may be. We have no intelligence weapon anymore. Well, that's unfortunate. Just going to use spells on him straight up in that case. Starting with Thunderbolt. Oh, Air Blast, excuse me. Leaden Glare. No problem. Actually, no, you know what? The lady has a spell that is super efficient against this guy. Lucent Beam is literally super effective. It deals twice as much damage as it deals to other enemies. Just a little bit of an expensive spell, but hey, 680 damage, that's pretty good. Also, the sprite will die if I just kind of let him there. I need to use a healing item on him as soon as I cast the spell, that is. Because the vampire is about to drop down another little bat that you don't even see. So now I'll wait. Because I want to actually activate this. And then have the analyzers go. I don't even see his HP. What are you? How are you do? How did you do that, buddy? That's not how you fly normally, anyways. Oh, he has a lot of HP. Okay, he's dead. It is on high difficulty again. Yes, very hard. Alright, I need to actually real quick go to the bathroom, so be right back. Greetings to you, Ghostai. How are you doing? Alrighty, let's continue. Once again, I didn't check which weapon orb we got. It's kind of silly. Let's go. So, one of the most important things around here is engulfing enemies in flames. And then we can try to hit them. That was a pretty large crit right there. Nice. We get an X orb, sweet. That's 2 X orbs, which we just need to find what's in order to upgrade our weapon. It is 2 times Elliot, that is no good. Doing good, glad to hear that, Ghostai. Well, nice. And here we have what? Upgrade our weapons, please, good sir. So, another glove orb. That's not so great. But hey. So let's see, we have a Helios, and now we have a Durian's Axe. Let's see, Obsidian, Chance to Stone, Intelligence and Wisdom. That's really nice, actually. Durian's Axe, that's Constitution. So, Chance to Stone, Intelligence, Wisdom, I'm going to give that to the sprite. And I'm just going to lead with the sprite, because Petrification is really crazy good in this game. Because, if you petrify an enemy, it's just kind of like engulfing in flames, except my allies don't attack him anymore. And also, he does not take taking damage. But it's way better than taking damage, since he literally takes half of his current health in damage, and then the sprite's damage actually applies. So I can more or less just kind of two-shot most enemies by using Petrification. It's really crazy powerful. Let's just go. Don't mess with turtles, they are really strong with their turtle cart. Ow. Rude. I didn't even see that guy. He decided to snipe me from off screen. Looking for more areas to go into. Especially we still need more spells. We only have 3 spell schools out of 8. And greetings, Dinostra, welcome back. What did you miss? Well, you missed a failed Diablo 2 run. But I'm not sure I would call that missing, but other than that we just struck through this game here a little bit more. Fairy Walnut, that's really nice. This guy is petrified as well. It's really nice, since that reduces his HP by half. Golden Tiara. Huh. The Golden Tiara is a headgear item that is overall pretty decent. I'm going to give it to the lady, since she has currently the weakest headgear item equipped. It doesn't do anything aside from defense, but it's, well, better than what we had before. A lot better, in fact. Like 17 spiced pepper, since her hairband literally only hit 1 defense. Although, to be fair, 16 more damage reduction does not make that much of a difference in very hard mode. It makes a difference. Probably. We keep going into the same houses. Someone got hit. I heard that. Okay, we found the exit. Should I just go? I really would like to know or have more spells. I think I'm going to look for the spells still. Okay, I don't think we've been in here. Probably. Well, we have been in here. That was the very first thing. Never mind. That's the scary Elliot. Double Elliot. Okay, that's once wrapped around. This is Elliot again. So there's some kind of ending on the last boss like in Lufia. Yes, the final boss is the Mana Beast. That we will want to defeat. Let's try to anyways. Okay. Who is that again? Nico, come back here. Shot? Meow. Okay, fairy walnuts. Some of those, I guess. I used up a lot more chocolate than I usually do, I guess. That's okay. Bruru. Floam, thank you. Wow, 8 months already? Wow. Thank you so much, Floam. Welcome back. And thank you so much for 8 drops in a row of support. I really appreciate that. Welcome back. And I'm glad you enjoy your stay. How are you doing, Floam? Good afternoon and good morning to you. I believe we've been in here before. Probably. It's fun again. Yep. We wrapped once around again. Have we been in here? Hey, Andini, that's actually really good. Because Andini allows us to heal. And also one of the better offensive spells with Freeze Wave. Really good. Okay, so we need to just find the exit now. I don't exactly know where it is, but I have a hunch. Like it might just be over here. Ow! Oh boy. Those turtles are not to be underestimated. I'm going to use Remedy here on herself. Mostly just because she doesn't have any MP for anything else, and if I restore to her MP, well, that one spellcast would be wasted. Take care, Moon Chaos. Thank you for dropping by, and have a nice evening. So yeah, thank you so much for 8 drums in a row. So few chests this time around. It's kind of crazy, actually. Couldn't we buy fairy walnuts here? Oh, we can. Good. Well, now the lady actually has MP again, which is way cheaper than buying a restore at Vandas. And we even level spells up along the way. Cure water. Probably need the second one here. In fact, let's just throw in the third one here and restore her MP afterwards. Oh, that actually worked out pretty well. Okay, let's find the exit. Or try to anyways. Oh. Sometimes there are stone formations in the water, which kind of indicate an arrow. Oh, there's an arrow. Just to the right. Just to the right somewhere. There we go. And we have another Thunder Gigas. Well, we have freeze now. Let's see whether we can do anything against this guy with freeze. So Thunder Gigas is not weak against water at all. But maybe it will be sufficiently enough damage. So it does at least something. It does actually something. It's not too bad. That's pretty good damage for something that is not super efficient. So, and we keep spamming spells. So Andin is now level 2. Yep, definitely worth it. For that amount of damage. To use spells instead of physical attacks. Just not terribly efficient, but it's way faster. I guess it's as efficient as it gets, really. Boom. Oops, I keep spamming L. I need to stop spamming L because it's my load save state button. There's nothing saved, thankfully, otherwise I would have accidentally loaded everything already. Alrighty, we are now here, whatever that means. Well, the nice thing about this floor here is the enemies are actually really easy to hit again and again and again, because their hit stun allows me to hit them multiple times. Bluff Orb acquired. Nice. I don't know what the other thing was that we acquired, but we did acquire something. Maybe an equipment piece? Probably a chain vest. Chocolate won't fit. Oh, it actually did tell us. Sometimes it just kind of swallows the message. Sorry about that. So, where else do we go here? We usually want to go alongside those walls, just to see whether they have any caves in them. No caves here. There's a cave. Alrighty. And we get Salamando. That's sweet. By the way, we can level up our spells now up to level 3. It's really good too. So, I will want to have the sprite cast Fireball once in a while, just to level up Salamander. That's the goal. So, interesting enough, this guy is weak against freeze. So I don't necessarily want to use Salamander since it's strong against Salamander. Magic skill up, Salamander's level 1. Only 3 spells required. is really nice. Also, I probably want to renew Lucid Barrier. Also again cast Salamander. I just hit that thing in the meantime. Thank you guys. Oh, there's one. As long as the fireballs are still flying, you cannot cast another spell or take any other action with the sprite. So you need to wait. Petrified. Oh, he no longer has an MP, that's okay. Probably will level up sometime soon. We may have already leveled up and I didn't notice. Okay, another Javelin Orb. So many Javelin Orbs, and it's never anything particularly useful. But the base damage might make me use it anyways now, since it's not a bad weapon, it's just kind of awkward. Really, Sprite. It's kind of silly. Oh, 4 weapon orbs. A whip orb. Whip orb is nice. I like whip orbs. Just need to find Watts. Not here. Alrighty. 1 level lower. We'll try to anyways. Ow. Sprite, really? Another orb, wow. It rains orb right now. Very neat, actually. Column ring. Oh, you can do a barrel slide with a chest. Interesting. So Golem Ring is just a decently strong accessory that I will want to probably equip on the lady. I still want to keep the power ring, power wrist on the boy. Well, apparently there's nothing here. Huh. Except for a bunch of enemies. Don't put him away. Sprite, really. That's so silly when the cloth weapon does that once in a while. I knew there was a bunch of enemies. Wow, another whip orb. It's raining orbs. I knew that were a bunch of enemies because the screen was lagging a little bit. And, well, the screen lags only for 1 frame per enemy that spawns. And so, since it lagged that much, I knew it was about 3 enemies. In the same spot too. For some reason the randomizer seems to do that. Also, I have no idea where to go here. Have I been in here? No, I have not. Hi, Nico. Fairy walnuts, that's nice. We don't need anything else. I guess there was more levels up instead of just down. Slightly surprising. So, also And use Salamander again. Now it's level 2. Energy absorb. Oh, that's rude. That's also a lot of damage that we did not need to take. Frosty Ring. Hey, I really like the Frosty Ring actually. Prevents you from getting engulfed in flames. Also, reduces damage by a whole lot more. Petrification, way too strong. Both of them are now unconscious. Kinda silly. But we can't just go on because this is a ROM hack. That's one of the nice things about this ROM hack. You can just keep moving and your AI control cactus will eventually catch up to you. Did I find the Frosty Ring inside the cereal box? Sure, something like that. Kellogg's Frosties. I don't actually want to upgrade the glove even if I can. Okay, Pole Dart gets upgraded to Skylar. The whip gets upgraded to Chain Whip and then upgraded to Crimson Flail. We have an upgraded Heavy Spear too. What is that? Ceremonial Trident. And the GP is just on the next line. I think Moppleton probably wants to correct that. Alrighty, let's see. Chance to engulf on the spear. That's really nice. Yeah, it's the spear actually. Yeah, well, we have 2 more weapon orbs that we could have on the Upsending Glove, but I really want to just keep it on Petrification. Bought for 125,000 mesos. I don't even know what that references to. Crimson Flame Chance to engulf. Nice. More chance to engulf. So I'm actually also going to unequip the whip and equip it again real quick. That way I know it's updated and the chance to engulf will actually proc. $314. Pie. Scalar is the wife of Walter White. Okay. I assume that's a Breaking Bad reference. Oh hey, another axe orb. We need to go and upgrade this, because axe is our main weapon right now for the boy. What's X? So, we don't have what's up, we have what's X. Perfect hit rate. Hey, that's nice. And that's Constitution, that's also kind of cute. I unequip it and equip it again, once again, to ensure that it's updated as the new weapon. Hey Silverfire, how are you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, sir. Oh. But take care, Metal Bear. Thank you for dropping by. Have a nice evening and take care. Alrighty. Let's not get bothered by the boss immediately. And another Gigas. So Frost Gigas, Fire Gigas this time, which means he is a really poor guy. Because we have an element that is super strong against him. 3 are probably enough to deal max damage. Not, they might be now. Yep, 3 are enough to deal max damage. And he doesn't even deal that much damage to begin with his spells anyways. So that's a bit silly. So yeah, Sprite is just destroying this poor fellow. Because we have an efficient way of dealing damage to him. Spells are slightly too powerful. You're not sure you like repeating bosses, seems weird. It's actually a reduced chance to repeat the bosses. In theory, but at the same time there are not all that many different boss types or bosses in general. At least not the ones that are working. There are various bosses that are just not in the ROM hack here because they don't work without their special environment or arena. Stuff like that. Hey Anko, how are you doing? Good evening, sir. Good morning, good afternoon. Skylar also might refer to a beautiful woman. Okay. So, what else do we go for? I think we just go straight for the exit. Because enemies in here are scary. I don't want to deal with them. Let's go. Hi. You know you. Oh, that's kind of awkward. More repeating bosses. Also need to give the sprite parry on that. And he also simultaneously just completely avoids taking damage from Blitz Breath because he's invulnerable during spellcasting time. I attacked too quick. Okay, finally I can chain him. 3, 4. 4 chains should be fine. And then we attack again here. 4 chains is not quite max damage, but it's very efficient overall. And restore the sprite's MP again. Okay, finally done. Alrighty. Next boss. So he also does a lot of damage with his spells, unlike the Fire Gigas. So, we get a whip orb, that's nice. Let's go. Ouch. Probably want to... Well, I would if I could. Use another loosened barrier. And we found the exit already. Let's actually just go. How much MP does the sprite have? 10. That's okay. There are 24 floors. And we do have stealth. Well, the boy is not terribly clever. Since he has no idea how the Great Viper works. To be fair, most people have no idea how the Great Viper works, but he just kind of keeps running into it and dying. It's Pigmeat. That's actually really handy, because Pigmeat characters cast spells quicker. So, I'm going to... just kind of wait here. The reason why I use Air Blast instead of Thunderbolt is because it costs less MP. It's more efficient, basically. And still deals a ton of damage every time we hit. I guess it's not technically a ton. You can never deal a ton of damage, since the maximum is 999. Just one short of a ton. Got a sword orb, that's nice. Ooh. Room right away. Funna! Did I get level up? Did not. Alrighty. Okay, all status effects healed. And yes, the mana beast is at the end of the cave. There's no blob now. Sorry. So... just going alongside the left-hand side of the walls. Just keep going left-hand side. Basically left-hand side of my cactus, by the way, which is this wall over here. So I'll just keep moving. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Recolored red slime? That would actually be really nice. I like that idea. That would be really awesome. I think there's there's a door here. Nothing useful. Nothing useful. Nothing useful at all. Bing, bing. Oh, we found the exit already. And there's a door, I believe. No, there's no door. There might be a door. I'm going to check one room up. And we almost get killed for it. Chest? Not chest. It's okay. Rude. Alrighty. Let's see. And this guy is weak against stealth. How convenient. Petrified? That's interesting. Unconscious. Petrified again. Oh, now he's dead. That's so weird. I died again. What? So essentially the sprite does die twice. The lady just took that damage and she didn't even wake up. What is going on? I feel like something's weird here. But he's dead, so it's fine. That was interesting. Normally you wake up when you take any damage. Actually, normally you take up when you take physical damage. I don't know about magic now that I think about it. Boing. And another whip orb. Hey, gnome, that's nice. Now we have even earth magic too. Let's go. Nothing useful in here. You really don't want to mess with goblins, they are really scary. Nothing useful in here. Killing some more enemies along the way. Yay. Golden Tiara. You now have 2 of those. The boy cannot equip it, so the second one is for the sprite. Axe up to level 3, that's nice. Can go up to level 4. By the way, in earlier versions of the game, the spells were just mostly useless. Offensive ones anyways. And just with a small tweak, they ascended into way strong. Maybe even too strong. Hey, what? Okay, which one's ready? We have the sword. Edge of Duality. Spear. And a whip. And a whip again. That thing is getting really expensive to upgrade. Alright, what does the whip now do? And the other stuff. Has constitution, dragon damage. There are no dragons in this game yet. Not even the boss dragons. The whip. Chance to poison in Wisdom. Chance to poison is not as good as the previous one. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Let's see, what else do we have in here? Ooh, fun. Do we have... Sure. We are actually on level 12, which means we can level up our spells to level 4. Slowly but surely. I don't think I need what's... Okay. We'll just do it like this then. Intelligent Wisdom is good for spellcaster. Yes, it actually adds 10 Intelligent Wisdom for the spellcaster, which is a pretty crazy amount, all things considered. Like, that's a lot. A lot. So, that's good enough. Let's go. Yes, that's a lot. You can imagine, when your character levels up, they either, most of the time, the lady gets wisdom for her magic spells per level up, but sometimes she doesn't. So she gets maximum 1 wisdom per level up, sometimes none. So essentially she just kind of leveled up a bit more than 10 levels by having intelligent wisdom on her whip. At least in terms of spell power. Doesn't exactly work like that, but that's kind of the idea of it. Oh, hi. Okay, he still actually does not deal a whole lot of damage through spells, but he actually still had the sprite. Interesting enough. And I do want to deflect the spells this time. So I think I should stop charging up. I need to just cast a spell of the sprite. Because the sprite would not otherwise be fast enough to cast a spell. Now I can cast another one. There are 2 spells. And I can chain in the next one. Too late. Too early. There we go. Goodbye. So how big is the influence in compared to spell level? It's significantly lower per point, in a sense. I don't know how you could explain this. It's more of a multiplication between the two. So if you have high intelligence, you also want to have a high spell level to multiply to each other and kind of balance them out. Shield ring. Shield ring? What's a shield ring? Shield ring? 29 defense. We take it. I don't even know where a shield ring can be dropped or bought. Hey, Measle, thank you! Thank you for the holster, and welcome everybody. Good evening. We're currently trying to play Seeker of Mana Ancient Cave hack. Seeing how far we can go. These are the hardest settings, the longest floors, and maximum amount of bosses in between. So that's what we're doing here. So welcome everybody. Hope you're having a lovely evening so far. Hey Weasel, and greetings to you, Runterfall Noob. Hope you guys are doing well. And what were you doing over there, if I may ask? How's it going? Shop, meow. The one thing that I would like to have is Luna. So the boy should get a better thing here, and the lady should get a better armor. The one thing I would like to have is Luna. 6 more defense. Luna would allow the sprite to absorb spells or MP from enemies, which can be really, really good. So the lady now has better armor here. So that does apparently make quite a difference. You did some Spectre Knight attempts. Well, one. Turned out it was a train wreck. Forgot to pick some rather crucial upgrades up. Whoopsie. That's less than ideal. But hey, oh wow. Sprite cut one shot by a rabbit. Rabbit was very hungry. Tiger suit. Well, I guess I'm going to give this the Sprite. I'm not sure if that even matters, considering he gets one shot. Like that. But in terms of the spell level you're allowed, the floor level is the spell level determination. Every 4th floor, like floor 4, 8, 12, I can get one more spell level. Or in a sense, I get actually mana and energy in a sense. +1 mana seed each floor. It also increases your overall power level a little bit, but that's a bit minor. So it's not all that relevant, but it's noteworthy. You guess that Rabbit was high level? Yeah, you could say that. It's probably a bit of an understatement. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. Oh, wow. Alright. I wish I had more barrels. We didn't get the opportunity to buy barrels so far anymore. 1 Dispel Magic. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each Dispel Magic cost her 4 MP, by the way. Let's see how much MP she has left. 7. 3000 HP. $89 MP? Does she not run out of MP? She technically should run out of MP eventually. Mentioning high level, rabbits give me flashback of playing Sword of Mana. Hey, did you kill too many rabbits? And suddenly everything was black. Black rabbits. What scary. So actually I can keep it like this, I guess. So this will eventually defeat Hexas, no problem. So what I'm doing here is essentially I just tank Hexas. Hexas in her normal standard form, she does not have any spells that deal damage. Her only spell is Dispel Magic. And that doesn't deal damage, and that's the only thing that can get through a barrel. If I didn't have a barrel, we would actually be in a bit of a trouble here. Hey Wells, how are you doing? And Forced Induction TV is now hosting up to 2 viewers. Thank you. Good evening everybody. Hope you're doing well. You got 8 light spirits and then decided to kill rabbits to grind levels. I don't know what light spirits do anymore. That was an interesting mechanic in Sword. It is indeed. It's quite fascinating. Black rabbits when you were nowhere near the level to really match them. The only thing that would face them was the light spell. Oh, I see. You're doing well, glad to hear that. I'm doing quite fine, thank you. It's costing her 1 MP. Oh, I see. The lady will eventually defeat Hexas, no problem. We also don't have Luna to guarantee critical hits here. But the one downside is that Hexas is actually invulnerable while she is casting spells. But hey, we got it done. That might be bad. I think the boy is actually out of bounds right now. So if we gather on the boy, that will be a soft lock. I think he had the menu open last too. Oh, never mind, it was fine. It was fine. I expected a soft lock there, but it worked out fine. Don't mind the 2 statues on the top, the sprite will take care of them, no problem. To even get the 8th spirit, you have to be in a certain class, so you can only get the 8th spirit for 1 element, and only if you went specifically for that class. I had no idea that was a thing. In Sword of Mana, you can get up to 7 spirits of elements to charge up for your stuff. To get the 8 spirits, you have to be in a certain class, so you can get 8 spirits from a certain element. Yeah, actually, I did not remember that at all. I really need to play that game again. I really need to play that game again. Nico, I would like you to sell barrels, please. Barrels are essentially our means for survival. So if Nico doesn't sell them, we might be in trouble. Until you ascend to the max level, that's less than ideal. Although I would like to ask you to mind your language around here. I would appreciate that. But that does sound a bit extreme. So, I casted Cure Water there on the boy, basically before he took damage, and since he can get revived by Cure Water, even though his HP reached 0, that is still worthwhile for me. So I don't use any resources like a Royal Jam. Royal Jam is the more reactive spell compared to that. Wow, the boy is straight up dead. Like here, I did not have enough time to... Oopsie, wait for those. Holy smokes. Right is dead if I don't heal him here. Wow. We get bothered by anything that hits us, so let's just not hit. Let's just not get a hit, I guess. And well, that's how we used a bunch of Royal Jam. Just like that on a single enemy. I guess let's try to find a different exit. Oh, go away. Light Spirit by just dumping everything into strength. Means the magic itself is not too strong. Melee is crazy good. Right, I remember mostly using spells in combination with the glove weapon. Yes, that's the Game Advance game. It's a good one, I like it. Am I back here where Nico is? I am back here where Nico is. Huh. It's like a reimagining of Final Fantasy Adventure. Yes, pretty accurate. It's not a remake, it's a reimagining, from what people tell me. Am I imagining this or am I stuck around here? Oh, there's a way up now? That's weird. I did not even need to use that. You one-shot the final boss with a critical melee. That's a bit extreme. Nice. Whoa! Holy smokes. Kashura, thank you! Good morning to you, and thank you for 9 drops in a row. I really appreciate that. Welcome back, and I'm glad you enjoy your stay. Good morning to you. There's a more direct remake. I'm not sure where 3 is on the moment. Oh, it is actually iOS, isn't it? I know which one you're talking about. Hey, we have a boomerang orb. Yay, the first time we got to upgrade the boomerang. And the low javelin button is now a thing as well. It was pretty expensive. Increased crit and agility. I'm not even sure that was worth it. Fire bouquet. Okay, we are doing it like this. The lady heals the boy who's going to die. The sprite just hits that guy and then we run inside here. Oh, hi. I don't even know whether this guy is weak against anything. You don't usually have spells to check that. Well, the boy is dead. Hang on. The sprite is unconscious. How many of those do we have? 7. Let me see. .0 MP. Fierce Sylphid. Interesting. I never knew that because you don't usually have spells at this point in the game. So the sprite needs more MP. How many do I have? 6. Alright, that's fine. Boy, stop attacking. What did I just say? That's why you stop attacking. Is that guy stuck? Okay, he's dead. Fuck either way. Nelly, it's still being around there. Yes, Sylph, you're right, Maguk. Got a sword orb. I'd bring up Biting Lizard, but you do fight it later on after Gabashi. That's only a good example. Yeah, I know he's weak against fire. Let's just move, guys. You really don't want to mess with those enemies around here. They are really scary. Which one's ready? The sword. Edge of Duality. Let's see. Head-on gum. +2 intelligence. And 2 sockets maximum. You don't usually use it. That's intelligence and wisdom, naturally. But not even 2 sockets. To be fair, I haven't found any cards yet. I believe this is the left side ends. Well, that's a dead end. Let's go back. Edge of Duality, really? Well, it's a lot of... references to a lot of things, essentially. So I don't know what the Edge of Duality references to. Maybe a Lufia 2 specifically, directly? Possibly. I probably want to use balloon here, so they don't mess us up too much. But those guys are scary. If you don't get to actually hit them. Candy! Yay! I like candy, sometimes. I know someone who always likes candy. Oh, it's from Breath of the Wild. Rather powerful 200 sword. Interesting. Alrighty, what do we get here? We can get one fancy overall. Still no more barrels, unfortunately. But hey. At least all the items are kind of useful. So one fancy overall for... I don't even know who wanted it. Probably the lady? Yeah, the lady can use it. Technically the boy could use it. That's fine. I could get another fancy overall for the lady. I'll probably will. Just by virtue of giving both of those guys that thing as well. So we just go. Oh shoot, I need the whip. That's why we have the blades equipped. Blades? The shield. I used to think Edge of Duality was nice. Oh, not? Getting past those ninjas is actually surprisingly easy as long as you have enough leeway to or wiggle room essentially. Nothing done here. Imp is petrified. Imp is now dead too, so that's nice. A ruby armet. Hey, guess what? It's in the game. At least, kinda. There are stronger two-handed weapons, but it looks nice. Hey, style is half the game, so I would pick a weapon that I like better the looks of it over one that is stronger most of the time, unless I'm doing speedruns or I'm trying to do something super efficient. No, if anything is stronger than a 5-shot Savage Lionel bow? No idea what that means, but I assume that's relevant to the conversation. Okay, let's go. Hi, alrighty, we have fire. He does not like fire. Oh, thank you. Oh, not so thank you. So, I probably want to use this. Okay, his spells are not particularly strong, but he acts so fast, it's really difficult to do anything against him. Oops, I accidentally... You can chain spells with just having the sprite as the lead character. Oh, the lady's dead. Oopsie! I should have prevented that. Sorry. I'm using this. Wait a little bit. And then I use this on the sprite. Because... oh, never mind. He would have actually hit the sprite with his spell there, so I needed to deflect it. But he's dead already, so it doesn't matter. I think this is the highest I've ever gotten on the floors on very hard mode. And then I found a plus 30 attack for the guard's claymore. Huh? That's why RuneScape has cosmetic overrides. And World of Warcraft too by now. I am. Wow, that was a one shot. Also, I need to renew this before we die, preferably. Thank you. Hey, Nico. Still looking for Luna and... what was it? Something else, probably. Barrels! We're looking for barrels. Guess what? I'm going to stock up all the way on those. Alrighty, thank you. We are basically out of money. Because I don't fight anything right now. Fighting stuff is scary, and I prefer to just run past everything at this point. Especially since they can act so fast. Because their agility is cranked up to the max. This is set to 24 floors maximum you can choose. Oh, and we already have the Summon Spirit from this area. That's good to know. Don't need to hunt for it anymore. Frosted? Oh! Oh, this... oh boy. The reason I even cast a spell there is because the lady would have gotten hit otherwise. I wait until the other enemy here gets freed. Whatever, I guess you guys want to play with Snowman? Sure. Let's go. Okay. Spells restored, let's go. The exit might be up here. It is. Nice. Good guess. What do we have? I see. We do not want to get close to this guy if we can avoid it. Most efficient thing to do is spam freeze. He's not weak against any specific element. But we can get freeze up to level 4. Wait. 5 actually. And he does not have particularly much magic defense because none of the bosses seem to have particularly much magic defense. Also he's kind of slow. So as long as we keep him in the stun lock here, he will never do anything. The only risk is running out of magic with the sprite. For which we have Fairy Walnuts currently. He should not have all that much HP anyways, so it's okay. So, I dare to say he should be dead. I don't know how much HP he has, but it feels like he should be dead. I win. Alrighty. Boing. We get another glove orb, which we will never use because we don't even have the money to use those. If we wanted to. Ha! Speaking of using. Hi, what's... Okay, which one's ready? Bunch, but... My weapons should be sufficiently high enough level to use. The biggest risk is essentially running into boomerangs like this one over there on the left. I can't find this thing, I'm just going to go in. So why is the weapon skill up? That doesn't make any sense. Well, the boy is dead. Sprite is pigment. This guy is moving stupid fast, holy smokes. Okay, I can deflect this by using a spell at the correct timing. Now the sprite needs to get his MP back. The sprite will die here. Unless I get to cast Air Blast at the perfect timing. Oh, he didn't die because Lucid Barrier was still active. Never mind. Wait. Oh, that's why. There we go. Deflected that spell as well. That's okay. Raid Viper is so fast. As long as we don't get Dragon Viper or Hydra, we should be able to beat this, I feel. There we go. I'm not going to use a couple of wishes here. The boy would like to get some MP, but he gets automatically revived here. Oh, never mind! Because this is the Great Viper, you don't get automatically revived here. And we don't even have cups of wishes. Oh boy. That's kind of awkward. That damage, yeah. I mean, both sides, really. I have insane damage, but the bosses are just crazy to deal with. If I didn't have that damage, or the strategy for that matter, I would be toast within half a second. So, I don't have much money left over. Those guys are easy to deal with, and those guys are easy to deal with. Which is nice. Because I need some enemies that we can farm for a little bit of money. How much money do we get? We have almost 5,000 here. Okay, never mind. Did I actually kill it? No. Essentially the pumpkins kill themselves. Which apparently does not count towards your thing. So that was one pumpkin, one zombie. How much money does that give us? About 430? Something along those lines. Chest. An orb. Boomerang orb. That's cute. Nice crit. Javelin orb. Well, I believe Javelin is now at the highest possible level if we were to upgrade it. But it costs like 6,500 or no, 12,500 gold to upgrade it, so I'm not sure that's worth my money. Couple of wishes. Hey, we can revive the boy. That's nice. I feel like I want to farm here for just a little longer. kinda love this, how strong the buster spell are strong in this game. You almost feel like you're cheating playing casually. And spell chaining even more so. Yeah, kinda, I agree with you. I definitely know what you mean. Tiger bikini. Well, Secret of Mana have started a trend as to wear a simple piece of equipment that really should not have that much defense as that much defense. Weapon skill up. Oh, that's right. Actually, I still need to level up the axe for the boy. That's actually kind of important. So we can deal with the mana beast. Although I'm not entirely sure that's all that important, now that I think about it. Roar! Essentially, there are not many enemies that I can reliably kill among these parts, and apparently those two are just kind of fit for me to defeat them reasonably easily. Hey Toyoshiro, how are you doing? It's the tiger print that makes it so strong. Oh, that makes sense actually. As a little kid I always told my mom, I like this shirt with the wolf on it because I feel like it gives me power. Something along those lines. Gauntlet. Gauntlet? Really? We can't find gauntlets now? You know that has 90 defense. That's a lot of defense. Maybe farming those guys is worth it after all. Okay. I've never actually had a farming session this deep down. Actually, I've never been this far in the runs before. So this is new territory in the first place. Ooh, just another weapon orb. Early on you want weapon orbs as much as possible, but right now I don't really care much about weapon orbs. What? Royal Jam. I did not even know you could get those kinds of equipment pieces around here. Maybe if I get good enough equipment I would not take damage. Although that is kind of unlikely and very hard. That's a nice crit. Fairy walnut, that's nice too. Alrighty, 2 more chests and I'm going to move on from here. Otherwise I will not want to spend too much time here. I guess I'm still kind of in the speedrunner mindset, you could say. That's just what I do. And there he reaches level 22. Chocolate won't fit, that's one. One more chest. The sprite's attack is so ridiculous sometimes. When it just picks up an enemy and throws it over the shoulders, and it doesn't even deal damage. I'm pretty sure it doesn't deal damage. I might be wrong on this, but I'm reasonably certain it just doesn't deal any damage whatsoever. Okay, last chest. Let's go. And the bow orb. Chocolate won't fit. Chocolate always fits. I think that's a lie. Also, we have really nice colors here. Lucid barrier. Is this back where... Yeah, this is where we've just farmed. So we kind of need to go through a different route here. Chair! The sprite constantly looks like he is recovering from a stamina loss to me. Because of the color scheme. That's why I don't attack. Tortoise mail. What does a tortoise mail do? 95 defense, that's pretty good. Well, the boy gets equipped, I guess. Now he finally will not get one shot. Pizzas for the rabbit. I see what you did there. Hey, we get a cups of wishes. Nice. I see what you did there. So let's see. Fun. Let's just heal up as well. You're eating some pizza yourself. Hey, fun fact. I actually don't have a pizza left over. I thought I bought one. No, I didn't. I bought actually something else in the end. Because it was cheaper. Now, the weird thing about Robin Hoods is if you push them, they run away slower. Like, you push them, but they run away slower. It doesn't make much sense, but that's how it works. It's hard to beat those large yummy road leg of yucks. I don't think it's a road leg. Not usually anyways. Okay, this is the exit. Salami pizza is really good, but artichokes? No. No thank you. You can have that. I'm okay with you having it. Apparently there are a lot less annoying enemy types around here, so that's really good. Let's just go. Hi. You're weak to wind. The boy would be dead if I don't heal him here. I'm just standing over here to the side, trying to not get killed. And I think this guy is stun locked now. You don't usually use spells against this guy, so I have no idea what he's doing right now. Whether that's normal, or whether I just kind of bugged him out, or whether the game bugged him out. Nice. That was quick work. Mobile life is hard life. It is. But can you imagine? It's a leg of a road. What does a leg of a road look like? And how do you hunt it? How do you hunt a road? How do you acquire a road? $0.90 again, yeah. We didn't get the little guys yet. Blaze Wall. We have a medical herb against that. Blaze Wall applies the status effect before it applies anything else, so you can actually remove the entire damage by just using medical herb while Blaze Wall is hitting you. I need to balloon those guys, otherwise they are going to run me over. Like that. Also, probably want to heal up the boy. Assuming Checkham will be involved in getting a leg of road. Makes sense, figuratively, like the leg of a journey. Oh, that's actually kind of clever. Ah, that little arrow just kind of is teasing me. I thought there was a door here. Speaking of which, we haven't found a single door yet. Never mind. Hey, Riot, that's nice. Now we can actually revive people. And even use wall if necessary. Which is actually really nice. So if I find Fauna or anything like that, I will actually start leveling up Riot on the lady. That seems like a good choice. I think we were over here. Yeah, that's that end. I forgot which wall I was following. I was following the left wall. Nothing up here. Wow. Seed flower on the sprite, probably? No, the lady. Okay. I believe the sprite would be too slow. Oh! I did not mean to use. That's actually good. I did not mean to use that, but this brings me back to the entrance. Now we can go the other way around. Maybe that will lead to better places. Not that one, this one. Every time you need to keep working Lufia. Lufia is a crazy speedrun. Is there a glitchless and manipulation-less category for Lufia too? I guess manipulation-less would be rather difficult. Oh, hi Nico. You have barrels. Ooh, you have those. That's really good. Those cost 1200. I believe 2 of those is fine. And let's buy 1 of those. Let's see. What is better than we had before? This is not better. I don't know whether that's better for the sprite though. This is not better either. Okay, this is better for the sprite. Wow, alright. I underestimated the equipment we had so far. Let's see. Yeah, no, that stuff we have is better. And as I said, now that I found the source of fairy walnuts, I'm going to start leveling up the lady's riot spell. I think that is worthwhile. I've never done that before, but I feel like this is the way to go if you want to survive. means using a whole lot of walls. It is 3. For the next level, I think it is afterwards 4 to the level afterwards. So on this one, it should level up. Okay, then it's 2 more. 5 more now, or 5 or 6 to level up to the next level. The only thing that is missing is Dryad. Okay, that's good. I'll give you a fairy walnut, and actually also give this right a fairy walnut, just making sure he is fully leveled up here. There. We all go all the way to level 4 for Dryad. Since there might be bosses that I need to use a barrel on, but I also need to have other stuff on that is otherwise ridiculous to deal with, or impossible for that matter. Since Hydra or Dragonworm, both of those are insane to deal with if we don't have wall. Oh, hi. We need MP before I should have bought those. Is there a speedrun for the DS version of Lufia 2? I believe so, yes. Actually, there is. And also, ladies and gentlemen, excuse me, but I need to go run to the bathroom real quick again. Be right back. Wow, yeah, Rabbi is really cranky and angry apparently. That's less than ideal. Be careful. Oh. No, don't hit me. Lady, I need your whip. We are going. So, now we need to be far away enough from the enemies so we cannot accidentally reflect spells onto them, because I want to renew my Lucid Barrier here. Okay. Oh, Lucid Barrier can be 5. Ah. That's okay. Oh, for wall reflects 6 spells. No, 5 spells, excuse me. It's always +1. Dun, 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 dun. Huh. Nothing here. Alrighty. I think we can go down here though. Nope, never mind. Nothing here. So basically 3 whip pole thing is for no reason. Ow. He's petrified. That's pretty cute, I guess. Alright, I'm going to let... No, I can't do that. I was about to say, I'm just going to let the other 2 deal with this book before I... while I renew the Lucid Barrier, but that would not even work. Repel the magic. Oh. I believe we should be rather close to the exit now, though. Oh, hi. He's petrified. Double orb. Thank you for hitting that imp. Because that would have hit the lady if it was allowed to actually act. Okay, we needed to go down here after all. My first thought was to go down there. For some reason that seemed right. But that was probably pure coincidence anyways. Maybe we are here? No, we're not quite here yet. Need to whack our way through the areas. And there's nothing down here. We are going, guys. Anything down here? Nope. And need to balloon those guys before we go jump over there. Because that would be really unhealthy to jump into wolves. I tell you that much. Yeah. Do the same to this guy. With level 5, that's actually pretty sweet. So there's a way to the left and to the bottom. There's an exit, or an entrance. Alrighty, I'm going to redo this. And I'm also going to redo this thing right away. So, alrighty. We have full walls and shields. Wonder how long that's going to last. Okay, it's not over here. How? Wasn't that wolf stuck on the other side there? Now that's interesting, you can pull enemies through walls with that special glove move type thing. Oh boy. I should not have messed around with those guys. Hindsight, that was a bad idea. Oh, I should not have attacked this guy. Because I actually cancelled out my spell damage by hitting his shield. Why does the pet no longer work? There we go, finally arrived. Let's go. Okay. That's an amazing start. The sprite will die. I don't prevent this. Alrighty, I need to hit him with spells as soon as possible to interrupt anything he's doing without the sprite dying, preferably. Okay, a sprite is casting spells. This guy is just spamming spells right now. Alright. Now I can revive the lady. Sprite can immediately start another lava wave. Lava wave is to avoid him casting spells all the time, essentially. Oh god. Spell. Okay, she's casting a spell. This fight is ridiculous. He is so stupid fast, it's insane. I need to get the spell through here. Okay, I think this fight is casting. Maybe. Okay, no one is hit by that thing yet, that's good. Oh boy. I hope the wall lasts a bit longer on the boy, because if as soon as the wall runs out on the boy, we are in trouble. The sprite is technically dead. Oh, Acid Rain doesn't deal much damage. Wow. So the thing is, he has two different types of physical attacks with Fire Breath and Current. Fire Breath engulfs in flames, Current makes you and knocks you unconscious. How much MP does it have? Maximum of 99, which I assume it has. Considering that the previous one only used 1 MP per spell cast, he probably can cast 99 acid rains. Oh, one is dead. Surely we'll go out of mana. But the thing is, Fire Breath and Current does not cost him any MP. That's actually the main issue here. That's so weird, the sprite just doesn't die. I'm okay with this though. Okay, the lady's a barrel as well. Alrighty. I think he might be out of acid storms now. This sprite is just in perpetual limbo, essentially. What is the head doing, anyways? Whee! Let me out of here! Feels bugged, man. Yeah. Do you know how difficult it is to deal with AoE crowd control physical attacks? Pretty much impossible to deal with this. But he doesn't deal much damage with magic, so I guess that is a saving grace. I need him to stop spamming his spells so much. How many do you have? I have 2 Cups of Wishes. Lately I'm leveled up Salamander, so that's a bit of an issue. Okay, alrighty. Here we go. Yeah, the sprite is technically dead. The lady did not get hit by that thing yet. I think he's dead. Actually. No, he's guaranteed dead. Die! He's dead! Come on! Oh, come on! Muffleton! No! We win! I consider this a win. So this is what happened last time already with the... what's the word? This is what happened last time already with the... little dragon guy. And apparently this guy soft locks here as well, since he cannot move at the arena bugs him out. But hey, I consider this a win. We just managed to defeat this guy. The eye control characters don't even react to him anymore. So, let's change the music because it's no longer boss fight. Yes, it's soft locked, but we win. I'm okay with this. Oh no, not again. Something like that. But it's okay, don't worry. we've gotten further than ever before with floor 19, which is really awesome. And we managed to beat one of the most ridiculous beasts there are. That is Hydra with insane agility and moves. So yeah, I'm okay with this. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is it from me for today. That was pretty sweet. Thank you very much for listening, for lurking, and for watching. I really appreciate that. And wow, Don, thank you for 2 ROMs in a row. Thank you so much. Welcome back, and I'm glad you enjoy your stay. So yeah, this is it from me for today. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed your stay, and I wish you a nice evening. Take care, everybody. Until next time.